Logan, you still have time.
Hello everyone, this is Chris Itwa again, coming to you with another movie review. Today I'm going to be reviewing the new movie Logan, representing with the Wolverine shirt I got on right now. And it is Hugh Jackman's highly anticipated final movie as Wolverine. He's been playing the role for 17 years now, since 2000 with the first X-Men. And Logan marks his finale as that character. And what the movie is it finds us in the year 2029 with Logan. The basic plot of the movie is Tim and Professor X. They end up having to care for a girl named X-23, end up being chased around by some bounty hunters, and that's really the plot from there. It's a really simple plot, unlike anything we've seen in any of the X-Men films. And really, the movie is really something different and unique. Not just for an X-Men film, but just for the superhero movies in general. The movie, it's really just got the feel of just an independent movie, man. I mean, with all of the superhero blockbusters out there, this movie, it's really just something just so small and unique, and just got that independent film vibe going throughout it, man. It's based on the story Old Man Logan comic book series. Not really, just in basic tone of Logan being old and stuff like that. And man, the way that it portrays Logan and Professor X in this movie is just crazy. I mean, the power of this movie is the relationship between those two. Just everything that they've been through all the years, and to see them so down and in such a dumpster future, man, it's just kind of depressing. But the relationships are the real power of this movie, and the relationship that he has with the girl X-23, played by a girl named Daphne Keane. I mean, she was just amazing in this movie. She's so feral, or for real, however you say that. Her scenes where a lot of the time she's just being quiet, or not saying anything, but she just gives a really, really cool performance in this movie, and she's able to go toe to toe with Hugh Jackman, who, man, with his final stand as Wolverine, he was just amazing in this movie, man. I mean, just seeing how this character has progressed, and just to see him, how he ends up now, and just going through this mission of his in this movie was truly something special to watch. And in terms of something being special to watch, this is a movie that really earns its R rating, man, with the violence. I mean, the violence in this movie is absolutely insane, but it was just a welcome sight to see, because with all the times we've seen Wolverine cutting fools in movies, we've always wanted to see that R-rated Wolverine, just seeing blood and all that stuff, and him stabbing fools through the head. And you got to thank Deadpool for allowing a Wolverine movie to be rated R, because it was well worth it, man. Just the action in this movie, when he's just him and X-23 are slicing up fools. It's just a really cool thing to see. It actually added a lot to the movie. It really I mean, sure, it was there for shock value, just to see the blood and whatnot, but it really added to the brutality of the movie. So it was well worth it for this movie to be rated R. So overall, those were some really positive aspects of the movie for me. But the movie, it's not perfect for me. It's been getting a lot of praise, and rightfully so, because this really is a special movie. But for me, I did have some problems with it. This is a spoiler-free review, so I'm not going to spoil any major details about the movie, about what goes on, or major plot points. I'll just say that the final, maybe about 30 or so minutes for me, that didn't live up to the rest of the movie. I thought the movie was pretty brilliant through most of it, but when you got to those final 30 minutes, I think the direction that the story went, it slowed down a little bit too much. I wasn't crazy about the direction that they took the story from that point on. I think by that point, the villains started to lose a little bit of steam. The villains are there's some bounty hunters that are after Logan and X-23, and they work for the most part, but when you get to that final, maybe fourth of the movie, that's when they lose a bit of steam, and they become kind of uninteresting for me personally. And one thing this is just personal for me, not a problem with the movie itself, but just my personal view. X-Men 2014's X-Men Days of Future Past, which is for me my favorite of the X-Men films. That's a 10 out of 10 for me. And I loved how that movie, its ending, set up a perfect X-Men universe. Just you get to that end when Wolverine wakes up in this revised timeline, and all the X-Men are together again. Those X-Men that we saw from the original trilogy. It was just the perfect ending for me. And as really cool, as enjoyable as Logan was, I really didn't like how it fucked up with that perfect ending that X-Men Days of Future Past was, because that movie's ending is so happy. And this movie, I'm not going to reveal any details, but it really kind of takes a shit on what a perfect ending Days of Future Past had with its revised timeline and all the X-Men together again. So I personally wasn't really a fan of that. But I mean, that last complaint is just a personal complaint of mine. But other than that, this is a really enjoyable movie, man. Something really different for the superhero genre, but something that really works. And if this is, which I do think it is, Hugh Jackman's last stand as Wolverine, which I hope it is, just because this was a really good ending for him. Well deserved, man, because he was a fantastic Wolverine through all these years, and this movie was definitely the Wolverine that I think Wolverine movie he wanted to make, and one that I'm really happy got made. So overall, I'd give it an 8 out of 10. That's not as high as a lot of other people are giving it, like a 10 out of 10. For a lot of people giving it, just for me, I had some problems with it, but overall, really enjoyable X-Men movie. And just one thing that I'll mention, this would have been considered a spoiler, but not anymore because the teaser is out now. I was so surprised to see that Deadpool 2 trailer at the beginning of the movie. I had no idea that was coming, and that Deadpool short at the beginning was hilarious, man. For me, it was as enjoyable as anything that was or as hilarious as anything that was in the original Deadpool. So that was a great short, and can't wait for Deadpool 2. Deadpool 2 doesn't even have a release date yet, but I think it'll probably come out sometime 2018, so we'll see how that goes. But as for Logan, 8 out of 10, really cool movie. And there you have it. So overall, thanks for watching this video, everyone, and I'll see you around with another video.